We're both in a program called PGC, which is formerly known as Peer Group Connection, which binds seniors and freshmen, where the seniors mentor the freshmen and help with the transition period from middle school to high school.
So we have these kids who kind of just lack the confidence of like social skills. We also have the kids who really struggle in school, who don't like listening to the rules.
We grab people from all different walks of the high school life, people who play sports, people who have a rough home life, people who have a perfect home life.
Even those kids who may seem like they have a great high school experience, great home life, they're still getting so much out of it that it's kind of just like an equal opportunity for everyone.
It's really all around, and I think that's the beauty of it, where we don't look at just one person we want to help. We want to help everyone who's in this building. The great thing that I want to do, my partner want to do, is be someone they're going to be honest and genuine with, but also give them good advice.
A lot of these kids may not have older siblings or someone that they've connected with, so having a senior, not a teacher, advisor, can kind of create a connection where it's like, okay, like, look, I have this cool older friend, like, that's been helping me out. Like, look at how great it's been. So I was really hoping that I would be able to be that for someone and hope that it would help make their freshman year a little easier on them.
Mostly over here, we get to share emotions. Every day we come and say our highs and lows, which really makes me feel that, yeah, there's someone who's concerned or someone who really wants to know what's going on.
So when I talked to you guys, I was talking about my low, and it was about my parents divorcing. And when I talked to them, they really helped me. And when you guys hugged me, I really felt really good.
Probably the fondest moment was when I opened up about depression, anxiety, and like almost like the attempt. And Jake, you actually said, "I'm glad you're here and I'm glad you survived." I always struggled with mental health. It was one of my biggest struggles, and my sexuality. And without this program, I wouldn't be here. I had to realize if I came into high school struggling, there must be so many people who are hiding and just looking for someone to open up to. So I realized I had to join this program and be a part of it and be the representation that I didn't see in my school. I had to be the gay kid that people can look up to and say, he came out, I can do it. I had to be the kid with depression and anxiety. And when they see that you take that gamble a little bit of opening up, they say, okay, if it's safe for him, it's safe for me.
I've had some of the kids reach out to us, say, how are you guys doing? You guys are always asking how we're doing, checking in on us. We want to know how you're doing. And it's like, okay, like these kids genuinely care, they understand.
You need to build that connection, have a place where you can just let go and take a deep breath and just let it all out.
My name is Fiorella Cabrejos. I am the principal at Fordham Leadership Academy here in the Bronx. The work that Center for Supportive Schools does with students in building community amongst themselves is something that mirrors what we're also doing in supporting the growth of teacher leaders, because you want that to be sort of the model. What the adults are doing is what the kids should be doing.
The teacher leaders in the building sit down with administration, but CSS is a part of that meeting also, and often helps us navigate through difficult conversations, helping all of us feel more comfortable saying what it is we want to say or feel like we need to say. The fact that CSS is kind of spreading itself across from teachers and students is in large part what is shifting the climate and culture of the school and making it a really collaborative space.
We're in a profession where it's extremely easy to burn out. This nonviolent communication stuff that's really revamped our leadership meetings. If that wasn't there, I guarantee there would have been I would be feeling burnt out at this point. Now that we have this support from the CSS, we're receiving targeted coaching that then helps trickle down to teacher meetings that we're having, leadership meetings that we're having, and then that support then trickles down into what's happening in the classroom. I see this school as a place that kids want to come to and as a place that they leave feeling more successful than when they arrived.
My name is Darrell Bastian. I'm the principal at MS 328, the New Millennium Bronx Academy of the Arts. I've seen a huge transformation in the community over the past 12 years, beginning with coming to a neighborhood where few people came this side of the street. It was common to come to work and see burnt out cars sitting on 4 cinder blocks. Bulletin boards are being set on fire. I chased a student out of our school with a loaded handgun. Teachers are pretty much like siloing themselves in classrooms, locking themselves away just to survive the day. So it's changed a lot. I mean, for the past 3 years, we've been engaged in becoming a community school. Something that really saw, major changes in the quality of the teaching and learning that's happening in our organization. A community school, for me, is a school that is responsive to its neighborhood. Oftentimes, we think that the problems that exist in the surrounding neighborhood doesn't really affect the school, that the school can thrive and compete like schools anywhere else. And it's simply not true.
I think the school helps the community. It's a role model to other schools. You know, it has programs that other students will talk to their school about, which is something that's creating a change.
So once we became a community school, it was clear to me that I wanted to work with CSS. I was really just impressed by how smart and how organized they were. They're basically an appendage of the leadership in the school. We have partnered in this way. We went initially from working on attendance, helping students who are chronically absent, to basically working on every factor that's involved in becoming a community school.
We've grown in terms of our practice and our progress exponentially. Parent-teacher conference that we had in May, when generally those are the lowest attended because it's the end of the year, and oftentimes parents may struggle with attending just for any of the personal reasons. We actually had the largest attended event that we've had this school year, and we had over 200 families in attendance, and that, I think, spoke volumes to what happens when the community actually rallies together.
Parents are empowered and emboldened to become a direct member and affect direct cause in their school.
So the work of this community school wasn't just around providing social and emotional support, but also about lifting the instructional core of the school in general. Every year we have an annual school quality review. It's a big deal. We got our best review ever. I think I just picked up my jaw. Not that I was so surprised, but I was just so thrilled for us that our hard work and the commitment that my teachers have made to raise the quality of teaching and learning in our school was recognized by an independent, quality reviewer.
My confidence is at an all-time high, and my ability to make connections with people across all walks of life has strengthened by tenfold.
I think our students specifically really need somebody who's committed to show up for them every day. CSS has come in and worked so much with us on team building and communication. There are such great things happening here, and there are so many bright, motivated students here. My blue sky would be that the students and the staff are proud to be at this school. Everyone in the building knows and believes that this is a quality place.
What brought me to the work was that I always believed that this work is the granular work of civil rights. You may get things down in writ, but it's up to people at local levels to help make the dream come alive for families and individuals. Poor people aren't poor because they have something defective wrong with them. They're poor because they don't have access to resources. CSS is bringing some of those resources to them so that educators like myself and my teachers can uphold students and say, you know what, let us show you what is possible.